Time now for At the Market from Neiman's Family Market in St. Clair. At the Market is brought to you by CTV Community Television for Marine City in St. Clair, Fifth Third Bank, the Curious Bank, St. John Providence Hospital, and Bill McDonald Ford. Now let's join our host for this week's At the Market.
Welcome to another edition of At the Market with Brian Neiman, and we are at the market, and we have Neiman's Family Market today. That's correct, yes. We couldn't find a restaurant, so what better to make it at your home by getting it here and taking it home. So what we brought Jim, Meat Manager, Jim, and Kathy Pizzo, our store director here. And they're going to go through a couple of things here. We got all kinds of uniquely Neiman items that you can only get here at the store. Jim's going to kind of walk us through some of the steaks in front of us, kind of go through some of the cooking things. As you know, it got to 70 degrees Sunday, so it's really getting nice. You got Easter and all that stuff coming out. So it's about time to get the grills out, get them cleaned up, and get started. So that. And then we have Tracy Cedar here today for salmon steaks. So she's going to be joining us after we're done here. So we'll be right back after a quick note from our sponsors.
Look, Max, Henry Ford Hospital. It was established in 1915 with 6 hospital locations, 31 medical centers, and employing over 23,000 people. Wow, Max, there's the Henry Ford, educating old and young alike about the past and the future. Aren't you proud to be a Ford dealer, Max?
AZ Plan customers, lease a 2017 Ford F-150 Super Crew 4x4, only $219 per month with $25.89 cash due at signing.
All right, welcome back. And Jim is just taking some steak off the grill. Jim, what do you got? What did you make up here today?
Well, today we've got our Chairman Reserve beef here that we have here at Neiman's Family Market. What I cooked today was actually one of our sirloin steaks. Okay. Nice and thick on the grill. Do them, medium rare if you like them that way. If you like them a little doner, well, go ahead. But these steaks here, you don't need any sauce. Brian, tell me, you need any sauce?
Nope.
There you go. All I put on there was a little bit of Canadian steak seasoning.
Yep, very good.
Did it under George Foreman. It's a little climate weather outside, so we couldn't do outside like I wanted to, but, hey, we do what we got to do to make things happen. So
cool. So this is Chairman's Reserve, which is really what you're looking for on that is, can you get a good see of that on the camera, is the marbling, what you're seeing. This is a ribeye, right? Yep. So that's the ribeye. That's where the flavor comes from, right? Everyone thinks the fat. The fat is going to be the flavor right in there. So that's what you're looking for, right?
That is your flavor and your tenderness, believe it or not. Okay. The leaner the stuff is, the more dry it's going to be, a little more tough, especially if you overcook it by chance. Yep. And whatnot.
How long should, this is a pretty nice thick steak, which is really the way to go. Right. How long should someone put that on the grill for? A medium rare is kind of typically what people like.
Medium rare to there, probably I would say 7 to 10 minutes per side. Okay. And then pull it off and let it sit. Have another cocktail, get the rest of your stuff ready to go.
Where are the cocktails?
just let it sit, let it rest a little bit. All that flavor will come right back into your meat for you. You cut it up, and I took this one off just a little bit ago, and I let it sit there. And you look at my board, and you got juices all over the place.
That's really one of the biggest mistakes people make when they're doing a steak. It's from the grill to the plate, and then they start cutting and eating. Yep. You really want to let that sit for 10 minutes.
Yeah, just let it sit. It's not going to hurt it. You think it's going to get real cold. It's not. The heat's going to stay right there with it. And go.
Now, will that continue to cook on the inside?
Yes, it will.
Okay.
It will. As soon as you take it out the grill, it'll definitely continue cooking for a little bit. So,
should you cover it with foil or just let it sit?
You can cover it with foil if you have cats and dogs around. Right. Neighbor that happened to see your steak sitting out there, you want to get rid of that, so you don't stare. But yeah,
just let it sit and go.
Let it sit, and like I said, have your extra cocktail or glass of wine or whatever.
So now those are the steaks, and then it looks like you've got some really nice thick burgers here. Again, Chairman Reserve. Yep. And how now those come in May? How do you guys do that here?
We make all our burgers that are packaged in any of these kind of trays here are made right here in the store. Okay. With our own grinds. All this grind here, it comes right out of these steaks. We'll take them steaks there and grind them right up. Okay. So you've got, you got prime, right there. You can't Can't beat it any better.
So you've got some seasoning on the outside of a couple of them.
Yep.
What do you got?
That's a Canadian steak seasoning that we use here quite a bit. The rest of the customers love it. I love it. I use it all the time on my cooking.
This is my favorite burger. If I'm going to make a burger at home, that's the one I'm going to make. You know, if I'm just buying some of these off the top. So, but you've got other burgers back there too,
Yes,
right?
I do. We do everything from smoked Gouda and mushroom. We do a bacon cheddar. We do blue cheese. We do turkey burgers. Starting to get into a little bit of chicken burgers. We're starting to do a little bit of those too, to be a little more health conscious people, stuff like that. Awesome. The best way to have those burgers, though, truthfully honest, is off our bakery buns. They make a great bun back there that just enhances it all. The only thing you really need to do there is grab some fresh produce over there from our produce department, the tomatoes and the lettuce. You don't need that ketchup and mustard.
Well, what I also like is the pretzel bun.
Yes, that is
Pretzel
awesome.
buns are always pretty good and everything else too.
Yep,
so.
them are awesome.
But well, that's great. Those are the steaks. We carry that every day.
Yep.
You know, of course, we've got baby back ribs, chicken, Miller chicken, which is excellent,
Yep.
and all kinds of stuff. What's the best thing you got back there, Jim, for someone to put on the grill and go after it? Something unique.
Something unique from us, I would have to say, is our Chairman Reserve steaks.
Okay.
Any one of them. If you're not sure, ask myself or any one of my team back there. I've got them all pretty knowledgeable on what's going on with that and whatnot. And they're not as much of a cook as I am, but I'm working them into where they are.
Everybody can be taught. Everybody likes to grill. Everybody can grill a burger or steak. It's simple. There's fresh fish back there. There's our homemade kebabs and knockwursts and and sausages and stuff like that too. So stop in, see Jim if you have any questions about what you want to put on the grill for the weekend, or just go home at night, crank it up, and have something quick and easy on the grill too. So it's this beautiful weather, you shouldn't. So, Kathy, what's next? What are we going to talk about next?
Uniquely Neiman's.
Yep.
Well, you talked about Miller chicken. This Miller chicken is made in our rotisserie chicken in the deli.
Okay.
They are the best. They are seasoned perfection. We take this meat and we make our chicken pot pies. And if you've not had a chicken pot pie, the best comfort food in the world.
Can I see is there a spoon in there or something?
We make chicken and beef. My favorite is the chicken.
Yep. So basically, this is rotisserie chicken you guys buy every day. I'm telling you, the Miller, it's a little more expensive, but it comes pre-marinated.
Yes.
So the flavor is phenomenal. It's really juicy and it's excellent. So then we started coming up with a way to make some of these pot pies, and you can just see, I mean, the chunks of chicken in there.
Every once in a while, you might even get a bone, but that just tells you we make them right here.
So I mean, this is better than the Stouffer's, frozen.
Yes.
They're outstanding. I mean, it's all rotisserie chicken. It's made fresh every day, and then we bake them off in there. You can see them in there. Nice big
fresh pastry puff on the top.
Yep. I mean, there really isn't. So why don't you tell them a little bit about the rest of the stuff
I will.
while I have lunch.
I also want to mention that this rotisserie chicken is great after you have your first meal with it, to throw it in a pot of water and you can make the best chicken soup ever. Get some homemade noodles out of the frozen section or any of the noodles we sell. Add some carrots and onions and it's great soup. Also, Uniquely Neiman's, we make our own peanut butter here from just peanuts. We have all kinds. We have almond, we have honey butter, we have chocolate. We also have in our bakery, we make our own muffins. There's about 9 varieties. You can buy them singly or in a pack of 4 in either the bakery or the bagel stop.
Right here? Yep.
Right here. And then here, talk about Uniquely Neiman's, we have our fresh donuts that are made fresh every day.
Yep.
They come in at 1 in the morning, and also fresh made bagels
So
every day.
These are all made fresh right here in the store. Really excellent stuff. What else exciting is coming on at Neiman's? We got a tent going outside for Mother's Day. What's that about?
We put up a big tent. All the flowers come in, so it would be that week prior. And we have all kinds of beautiful colors and planters and hanging baskets. You name it, we'll have it. We're even going to have some vegetables this year. So we're excited for that
Keep
to
going.
come.
What else?
Oh, you're still eating.
I'm still eating.
All right, what else do we have?
Hot.
We're going to have Safety Town in May, and that's a fun event here. That's around the corner. They'll be here before we know it.
It's a lot of fun.
We also have graduation, so if you have graduation parties you're planning for, we'll be having a graduation extravaganza.
Get your
So-
chicken orders in early.
Yes.
We buy a fryer just about every year just to keep up the chickens.
1 or 2 fryers.
Yeah, 1 or 2 fryers, so it's great stuff. But I tell you what, the other thing about this is, you see all this uniquely Neiman stuff here, but this is really Neiman's, okay? It's Kathy, and it's Jim, and it's everybody here in the store, and everything that they do day in and day out. There is nothing that makes me more excited and more proud to walk into the store on a daily basis and see what they've done here in the store, what they do for the customers every day, and what they contribute to the community. And I'll tell you what, these guys are awesome. So all that we could put uniquely Neiman's on anything, and it wouldn't mean as much as it does, because it's what these guys do every single day, and you guys are awesome.
you. Stop by the best.
So
Yes, it's a
all
fun
right.
place to be.
It is.
It is.
It is. So we have a lot of fun, and despite our greatest efforts, we remain successful, and so we have a lot of fun at it. So that's great. So we're going to talk to Tracy next about salmon steaks, and thanks guys for jumping in and making this
Thank
happen.
you.
Again,
No problem.
ask these guys if you have any questions about anything out there. Have a great day.
To get great care for your everyday life, you need more than an everyday doctor. You need one that listens, and that's just what Ascension doctors at St. John Providence and Crittenden do. Listening to you helps us see your whole picture. More conversation, more back and forth, more questions and answers. That's what helps us understand all aspects of you and your life. Find a doctor who is right for you at stjohnprovidence.org/doctor or crittenden.com.
Welcome back. Thanks to Jim and Kathy for a great little presentation about Neiman's uniquely items and great stuff we've got going on here at the store. But now I am joined by Tracy Cedar, and you're with Quota and Salmon Steaks, or tell me a little bit about what you got here.
So, Quota Club of
Okay.
Port Huron actually services all of St. Clair County. We have a collaborative effort with the Blue Water Sports Fishing Association to put on the Salmon Steaks Tournament. The tournament is the longest running charity tournament in the state of Michigan.
Oh, no kidding.
And I wish you would have done a little bit more research, 'cause I got a feeling probably across most of the United States.
Okay, right.
So,
How many years has this been going on?
30 plus.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
30 plus years,
So,
wow.
Quota's been involved with the event for about 5 years now.
All right.
5 years ago, the Blue Water Sports Fishing people came to us. They said, look, we need someone to help us run our tournament. We have a charity every year that works with us. The charity that they had for some reason backed out.
Okay.
And they said, can you ladies help us? So we started out first just by selling their raffle tickets.
Sure.
The raffle tickets are $10 a piece.
Okay.
There's all kinds of great prizes on them and some wonderful discounts, including
Okay, yep, including.
$10 off your second meal at the Voyager.
Nice.
$10 off your second meal at the Windjammer up in Lexington.
Okay.
$10 off your second meal at Lynch's in Port Huron.
Wow.
Same thing at Blue Water Country Club.
Oh, very nice.
I'm sorry, Black River Country Club. And also on Fridays, if you're going to have dinner at the American Legion in Port Huron, you get $10 off your second meal.
There you go.
So, I've used my ticket 3 times. I've made
So you're
I
making
made
money.
$20 bucks
Right,
on
you're
my
making
ticket.
money on your ticket.
So, but if you want to fish the tournament, you also
Okay.
have to buy a ticket. That's your entry fee. So you can enter the tournament for $10.
Oh, okay, $10, you're in.
$10, you're in.
And what do you try to win? I'm not, right? I'm not a fisherman.
Okay.
I'm not a very good fisherman. It's the dumbest fish in the world to have to be caught by me.
You know-
What do they fish for? Is it salmon? Is it, what exactly is
Well,
it?
you know what? It started out as just a salmon tournament
Okay.
years and years ago.
Right.
However, the fishery, unfortunately, on this side of the state isn't what it used to be, so the salmon fishing isn't as plentiful as
Okay.
it once was. So we've expanded that. So now there's lake trout. A couple years ago, we added walleye to
Okay,
it,
great.
just to bring in some more fishermen to keep the interest, and we wanted to keep the tournament going.
How many
So-
fishermen do you get every year?
We usually get 100 plus boats.
no kidding. Wow,
And there
that's
could be
awesome.
anywhere, usually 3-4 fishermen on
Okay,
each boat.
gotcha. And where is it located? Where do they meet? How does that,
Okay.
where, if I wanted to go, join the Salmon Steaks Day or whatever, where do I go?
Okay. Well, the actual ending of the tournament is right here in the Voyager parking lot here in St. Clair.
Oh, okay, great.
So we do the weigh-in there. All the fishermen need to come there, weigh in their fish, that kind of thing.
Okay.
They can fish wherever they like from 6 a.m. on Saturday the 29th of April
Okay.
to 1 o'clock in the afternoon. 1 o'clock, fishing has got to be done, and they need to be here.
On Saturday.
On Saturday.
So it's 6 a.m. to 1 day.
Yep, one
Okay,
day.
gotcha.
So they need to be back in the Voyager parking lot by 3 o'clock to weigh in their fish.
Okay, gotcha.
If you're there at 3:01, sorry,
You're
we
out.
cut you off.
Gotcha.
Exactly.
All right. So, and then the charity, tell us a little bit about the charity that you guys are kind of working with, or the Salmon Steaks is working with.
So Quota Club has been around since 1952, founded by the late Helen David. If you've been around the Port Huron area for any length of time, you know Helen David owned the brass rail.
Yep.
So she brought a couple great things, Quota Club and the brass rail, to this area.
That's right. Awesome.
So Helen was a great fisherman.
Really?
That's kind of a
kidding.
side note, but
Didn't-
yeah,
nope.
she loved to fish. If
That's
you ever go
awesome.
in there, there's pictures of her
Okay.
holding onto her fish
Right.
all over the bar. Anyway, Quota Club raises awareness and money primarily for the deaf, speech and hearing impaired, and then the last few years we've expanded that to also include disadvantaged families.
Okay.
And on top of that, we've done a couple other cool things in the community. For example, a couple years ago, we bought a washer and dryer for Hunter House.
Oh, yay. Yes. Hunter House.
And we
Great
gave them,
organization.
I think, a year's worth of laundry detergent,
Ah,
probably 2
very
years
cool.
worth of paper towels, some other things like
Right.
that, just to get them through.
Very
so,
nice.
But primarily for the speech and hearing impaired.
Okay. Very cool.
Yeah.
When is the event, and where can people get tickets?
The event is April the 29th.
Okay.
That's the
Coming up.
actual day of the fishing tournament. They can get tickets from any quota member. We do have a Facebook page. Everybody's listed in there.
Okay.
They can go to the Voyager. They can go to Angler's Rod.
Yep.
And they can also register to fish at both of those places because there's a registration form
Okay,
that needs to be
perfect.
filled out as well.
Yep, great.
They can contact myself.
Okay.
They can also go to any of the restaurants that are listed on the ticket.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And
All right.
Blue Water Sports Fishing also has all that information on their website
On
as
their
well.
website.
Yeah.
Great. So there's lots of ways to get it.
Oh, lots
or
of ways
stop
to
in
get
there
it,
and
yes,
That's
yes.
awesome. Great. Well, thank you so much for everything Quota does and all the stuff they do in the community. And good luck with the salmon steaks.
Yeah, thank you.
30 plus years.
And thanks
That's
to
awesome.
Neiman's for helping us
Oh.
out. We got a nice gift basket coming.
Good.
Jen called me the other day, so we got that all set
Awesome.
up, and you guys have helped us since we've been a part of it. So that's great.
Great. Thanks, Tracy. I really appreciate you guys coming out again this week and
Thank you.
letting us know. So thanks, everyone. Have a wonderful Easter, and we'll be back next week. The Galley will be here, and Martha Collins from the River Crab is going to be here. So special thanks to Fifth Third and River District St. John's Hospital and Bill McDonald Ford for sponsoring the show again this year. Can't be done without those wonderful people, and we appreciate it. Have a great week.
You've been watching At the Market from Neiman's Family Market in St. Clair. At the Market is brought to you by Fifth Third Bank, the Curious Bank, St. John Providence Hospital, Bill McDonald Ford, and CTV Community Television for Marine City and St. Clair. Join us again soon for another At the Market.